I had just moved to New Jersey, and I was eager to explore the dating scene in my new city. On my very first day using Tinder, I matched with a girl named Rachel. Her photos showcased a radiant smile, and her profile exuded a genuine charm. Our conversation flowed effortlessly, and it felt like we had an instant connection. Over the next few days, our chats grew more personal, revealing stories, secrets, and dreams. Rachel was witty, charming, and everything I could have hoped for in a match. As our conversations deepened, so did our plans. Rachel suggested we meet at a small, cozy restaurant in a charming corner of town. Our date was set for a chilly Friday night. I couldn't help but feel excited and a little nervous as I dressed up and headed to the restaurant. The restaurant had a warm and inviting atmosphere with soft lighting. I opted for a corner table and ordered a drink, eagerly awaiting Rachel's arrival. Finally, she walked through the door and my heart skipped a beat. She looked just as beautiful as her photos, stunning and full of charm. We greeted each other with warm smiles and our conversation flowed naturally, just as it had online. I was captivated by her stories, her laughter, and her vibrant personality. As the evening progressed, we shared a delicious meal and a bottle of wine. Time seemed to fly by, and I felt a connection with Rachel that I hadn't experienced in a long time. It was getting late, and I excused myself to use the restroom, leaving my wallet and phone on the table. But when I returned, everything had changed. The warm, inviting ambiance of the restaurant had transformed into a chilling nightmare. Rachel was no longer the charming girl I'd met. Her smile had disappeared, replaced by a cold, calculating look in her eyes. She slid a knife from her purse onto the table, and my heart raced. "Give me your wallet and your phone," she demanded, her voice icy and menacing. I was in shock, struggling to comprehend what was happening. I hesitated for a moment, unable to fathom that this charming girl had become a criminal. She repeated her demand, her hand trembling slightly as she held the knife. Fear consumed me, and I didn't want to provoke her further. Slowly, I reached for my wallet and phone, sliding them across the table, with her loot in hand. Rachel stood up and backed away slowly, her eyes locked onto me. She gave me one last chilling smile before she turned and walked out of the restaurant. Panic surged through me as I watched her disappear into the night. I immediately tried to call the police, but Rachel had taken my phone, leaving me with no means of contacting anyone. I approached the restaurant staff, who called the authorities for me. They were sympathetic but couldn't provide any leads. Rachel had vanished into thin air. The police initiated an investigation, but it seemed as if she had disappeared without a trace. The eerie encounter left me shaken and wary of dating apps. It was a stark reminder that not everyone you meet online is who they claim to be. In the weeks that followed, I couldn't shake the memories of that fateful night. The charm, the connection, and the betrayal had left an indelible mark. It was a lesson that I would carry with me, a lesson that trust should be earned, even in the world of online dating. My hope was that my experience would serve as a cautionary tale for others, a reminder to always be vigilant when meeting new people, no matter how charming they may seem. It's been 4 long years since that chilling incident took place, and I've steered clear of Tinder ever since. The scars from that night run deep, a constant reminder that trust should never be handed out lightly, especially in the digital realm. The world of online dating is a mix of the good, the bad, and the unknown. It was a hard-learned lesson, but I emerged from the ordeal with a newfound sense of caution. The allure of connecting with someone through an app was overshadowed by the haunting memory of that night. I couldn't help but wonder how many other unsuspecting souls had fallen victim to someone like Rachel. Though time had passed, the trauma lingered, and I remained vigilant about who I interacted with, both online and in person. My hope was that my story would serve as a stark reminder that we should always exercise caution, no matter how charming a person may seem. Trust, I had learned, was something that should be earned, not freely given, especially in the digital age. In the years that followed, I focused on building relationships through more conventional means. I had come to appreciate the value of face-to-face encounters and genuine connections that didn't involve swiping left or right. It was a safer and more fulfilling way to find true companionship. Though the scars would always be there, they served as a testament to my resilience and my ability to adapt and protect myself from the darker side of the digital dating world. It was a painful lesson, but one that had changed the way I navigated the turbulent waters of love and connection, reminding me to always stay cautious and never take things at face value.